What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to Perfect Form Forever, where we talk about anime, manga, and everything in between. Alrighty, people. So what we got today, we're gonna be doing reaction video, a reaction video of Bandai's Q&A, right? So I thought it was gonna be a live event, but it's Thursday night, about to be 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I happened to go on YouTube and the video's right there. So I haven't watched it. I said I was gonna, in my last video, I said I was gonna react to it and see if it's any valuable information. If it's not, I'll just zip past it. You know, again, I'm watching it for the first time. We're gonna react to it. I have no idea what they're gonna talk about, but I think they're not gonna talk about anything relevant that we need to know. But hey, videos, content. Let's go. All right, so let me use my computer. Let me see. All right, you should be seeing my screen. The video should be queued up, and let's go for it.
Hello everyone! Welcome to the Bandai Next Plan One Piece card game English version!
Alrighty. So I already see Chopper. So we got the memorial set they're gonna talk about. All right.
In addition, we're doing a special Q&A with questions we gathered from you One Piece card game players.
Lies.
To help improve our communication with the English community.
Lies. They made up these questions.
And with me here, bringing all the latest news to share, are these two very special guests. First, we have the One Piece card game producer, Shun.
I believe I know this dude over here that was talking. He was at the Card Fest in Cali. I think he was too. I think he was walking around.
Next, we have Kelly, who is in charge of events for the One Piece card game.
Hi, I'm Kelly.
I wonder if they have subs.
I hope everyone enjoys this video.
Okay.
Right. So the One Piece card game has seen
I like subs.
incredible growth and popularity over the last year and a half. Shun, what are your thoughts on just seeing how many people are enjoying this game you helped create?
I'm really excited. It's still hard to believe that the card game created by us is played so many people around the world.
Awesome. So Kelly, I know your job requires you to go to a lot of events, not only in Japan but outside of Japan. How does it feel to actually, see all the players playing the
All right.
game that
I don't want to hear this.
You actually see the events, what's going on.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
There we go.
So now let's move on to the first portion of our show, which is going to be the producer Q&A.
Yes.
So
Alrighty.
we have received a ton of questions from everybody. From our One
Now they're gonna pick all the curated ones.
questions they wanna ask
How do you feel about the One Piece card game?
So, how are you feeling?
I'm excited. But I don't know this one. What kind of question came?
Okay, I can only imagine. Let's start out with something simple.
Oh, great.
How
No.
do you go about balancing the one
Like game design.
We don't care.
Effect.
Because there's broken cards anyway.
these cards where like you see the effect of the character and it just makes you think about like that scene in the anime or the manga.
Yeah, and we have too many people, right?
Yeah, of course.
So in short, we consider roughly
Alright, I'm not here for this. Don't care.
enjoyable.
Hard with card games in general is just
I'm only doing a 5-second skip, right? Yeah, I don't want to do a 20-second skip.
So, next question.
Or 10.
How will the game change going forward in terms of playstyle?
I think we're trying to accommodate a lot of different play styles. One thing that is important when making a card game is to include various play styles for players to choose from.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Control and
What are the current play styles?
background, yeah.
Yes. And another interesting is that
No?
we have
Okay.
seen that each region tends to favor different play style. Other regional differences is also lessening recently due to the internet.
Okay.
But right now, One Piece card game is available in English, Japanese,
Oh,
and English.
play style. I was thinking play styles and plays it. They play it in, or play styles like how people play it.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I think we definitely saw that at the World Champions too. Just like all the different play styles like coming together. It's definitely really cool to see it all.
I like them. I want them to tell us what the play styles are.
My favorite
Yes.
play style is control.
Control.
Okay, I guess it's the TCG rhetoric, control, aggro, whatever.
Controlling the board. Kelly, what about you?
Whatever.
I just like to like have more cards. I just really
All right.
like use
My
all of those.
controls, my play style is Neanderthalic. That means I just do things and see what happens.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
clue in one.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question.
Oh,
Speaking
come
of
on.
what decks you like to
I don't care what your favorite card is.
oh,
This only pop like
definitely like there's some fun things you can do with the deck for sure that I'm not sure like
EV2.
We will come.
about the plans for reprints.
There we go.
Yes, the responses to the game means that we have had trouble producing enough products for demand, but we actually are already working on reprinting.
Okay.
Meaning,
We want to do what we can to build players' community, so we want to collect stuff like issue and make sure provide players with products. Yeah. Right now, we are in the middle of discussion for this.
you're still talking about it?
But thank you for patience, everyone. While we want
They're in the middle of discussion of reprints. Come on now.
Like the game blew up
Yo,
twice now. Like first in
pause.
101,
Pause it.
and then in OPO.
Pause it. So we've been screaming reprints since damn near super pre-release. So they say they're in discussion of reprints. That sounds like something to do further down the line.
5 it like blew up again. So we're trying to print it, but it's just more and more demand, and it's just we're
Yeah.
trying to get there. And
Yeah.
yeah.
so thank you for
Little
your
more
patience.
patience.
Who has the patience? Who you thanking for these patience? Because the longer this takes, the more people are gonna stop opting out because of the higher prices to get into the game, or the higher prices to get into the game. Because, come on now, I know a lot of people. Actually, I know people that are kind of just stepping to the sidelines and waiting for things to be a bit more readily available. So we ain't got the patience. We gave you grace, but OPO 5 hit the fan and people are just starting to not favorites.
One more time. Okay. So
I don't like that answer.
I want to ask you, can you tell us about some of the upcoming products?
We already know.
The person who asked it, but everyone.
We all watch Japan. We already know what's coming up. So
For the One Piece card game.
except for the Devil Fruit, the second volume of the Devil Fruit toy thing.
Waiting to.
That one's in pre-order right now for
Yeah, I'm glad.
from the distros.
Okay, so what can you show us?
The first product is the official card sleeves, limited edition.
Yo, I don't like these card sleeves, right? I don't like any of them, but there is one I like. It's the one with Kid, Law, and Luffy as like 8-bit characters. I do like that one.
I really like the
But I can never find these. I have no idea where to get these other than importing it from Japan. So if you know an online shop that sells these, let me know. So when that does come out, because I think it comes out in June, I could get those, maybe.
First year anniversary sets.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I skipped out on this one because I don't want it.
This is currently being shipped to everyone who ordered.
Yeah, so three alternate arts, Otama,
Second anniversary.
I forgot the chick's name in Marco, alternate arts,
Anniversary for the second.
and a playmat and sleeves and a deck box.
There's a second anniversary pack that's
Yes,
coming.
yes.
We're planning it.
Okay.
Yeah, every year they're gonna have an anniversary pack, so
More about that right now.
I cannot.
yeah, we can expect this.
If you didn't pre-order this one, maybe you'll be able to do
But yeah.
the next one.
I was like cards. Give me the more alternate art cards, then I'll pre-order. If it's like 3 or 2, then nah, I'm good. And this one for like $100.
EB01. This is the pure image.
Okay, additional ba. Now, is this gonna be limited supply too? Is this gonna be brought out to the masses?
Very emotional scene from original.
Again, this one I pre-ordered 6 boxes, so I'll be doing a video on that. Probably one video.
Yes, we do have
Why is he holding it like that?
the first card to show is Blood.
3 cost Brook.
So you got Spirit.
Okay, showing the cards off. Okay.
Love
So this is what we're in the end of March, so it's another 2 months before this comes out. Then OPO 8, no OPO 7, sorry.
Like, I had tears streaming down my face when I read it for the first time.
Lies.
This is a start version, and we do have old art version.
See, this is why
So this is the blood.
the Japanese
And
watching the Japanese meta kind of
Such a great
takes away the joy of, oh my goodness, that's a dope alternate art Brook, because we know this already. We know this. This is no surprise to us. This is not the news we want.
so the next part,
Oh, I want. Sorry, that I want.
roleplay from Blockworks.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I don't care about this.
How could I forget about our
Yeah, it's
We already know about this stuff.
the card to show is
I guess they showing all the alternate, all the SRs. It is a smaller set, so I guess they could show off a lot more of the cards.
Chopper.
So we know about the manga chopper. Whoop whoop.
Do we have like Chopper before the
Yeah.
time skip?
So one, if they make a manga Luffy in Gear 4, my favorite, then I might opt to buy it because it'll probably be the least popular one
To put in the manga.
after the Gear 5 Luffy.
Just like the emotion, like
But yeah, I'm
Last set.
I'm not a manga fan, manga card fan.
of exciting information, and I think One Piece players have a lot of things that they're looking forward to now. Since we're talking about products, and I mean we got one here, can you tell us, will there be more Devil Fruit collections?
Yes,
Thank you for asking.
I was also
it will be Ace. It'll come out later this year for OPO 8, I believe, if I remember correctly.
love the design.
See, I could work for them.
Speaking of the Devil Fruits collection, we do have new product here now.
Awesome.
Hey, it's one of my favorite products too.
Lies.
So what is it?
Since everyone loved the Devil Fruits collection Volume 1 so much, we decided to make Volume 2. The case is designed to look like Fling Fling Fruit.
Oh, it's Fun Fruit.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And Sabo.
Yep. Oh, Ace and Sabo. Yeah, that's right. I said that in my post, but yeah.
Back, and Don Guard and Don Sleeves.
Oh, so there's gonna be a new Dawn as well.
Yes.
And it's gonna
This-
be based around the Flame Fruit.
Yeah, exactly. All of the designs are related to Fling
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like the other one is just like the outline of the fruit on the sleeves. I doubt they're gonna change it up.
Ace and Sabo Dawn too. Yes. Okay. I'm definitely going to be picking up a bunch of those.
Lies. You're gonna be giving it. They're gonna give it to you.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. So this product is currently on for pre-order for the LGSs. So
but I'm sure
I think it said OPO 8 is gonna be on it. So that gives you a timeline when it's coming out.
game. So Kelly, can you answer a few questions for us?
Yes.
Okay. So will you do more fun store events in the future?
I think we got a roadmap of this. So let's see what they say about this.
Near me, and I was very excited for the sealed battle kits with the exclusive promo cards. Can you give us any information on that?
Okay, they're not going to mention that stores hardly got promo kits to run these sealed events. So let's let's not talk about that.
Yes. First of all, thank you for your question and comment. Here's some sealed store events we are currently planning for.
Okay.
Summer. Yeah, this summer actually, and we're still planning this out right now. So it's still on that stage.
So this is why I don't get about still planning this out, right? They say it's for this summer, still planning it out. So do they have the cards ready for it, or they're just trying to see what the timeline is going to be? Because I thought they're having a hard time printing. You know what I mean? So they can't meet demand. So is this something that they already have in the pocket ready to do? They just don't know how to I guess divvy it out or whatever. And also says here, casual players are welcome. If you could get into the app and register it, are welcome. I corrected that.
That much, but we'll definitely update you when we're ready.
But there's definitely more sealed.
Oh, I hate Q&As where there's no information, just kind of just outlines. Yeah, we're doing this, but we'll tell you when we're ready. It's like, come on now.
Move on to the next question. Is there a plan to increase the amount of regional tournaments to allow more players to enter and not have to travel as far to compete?
So I remember I mentioned this. There need to be more regionals, more treasure cups. Like regionals, like twice a month. Treasure cups, maybe every week, or just like there should be 2 times the amount of treasure cups than to regionals. Regionals supposed to be the big event, right? That's supposed to be the big event during the year, going into nationals. Regionals is the big event during the year. Treasure Cups is supposed to be like the practice runs to go into regionals. That's how it sounds like it's supposed to be, right? Again, I'm new into TCG. I'm not sure how Pokemon and all the other games do it, but that's how it's supposed to be. Regional, you have it in your region. And it's supposed to be a lot of regionals too, so not just your Illinois, Cali, Texas, New York, Florida, and at least for the North America and the Canada ones, they need to be like proximity. So if there's one in, we'll say Texas, right? There should be also some in Tennessee if there's a player base. You know, find out where the player bases are, and it's easy for surrounding areas to go to. That's how it's supposed to be. Come on now. Especially when it's at this magnitude and people are having a hard time getting into it. Come on now. I know there's some LGSs or some gold ones that want to get involved in these big tournaments to make Bandai happy so they can get more products. So, come on.
So I know there's definitely a lot of talk about capacity going over, events selling out in like 10 minutes.
1 to 2 minutes. 5 if it's offline. Correction there.
Yeah.
There we go. There, you're in the know. She tried.
So I imagine there's definitely a lot of people that have trouble getting into events.
Also, like I said in one of my other videos, Bandai they have their Japan team, right? They need a North American team. They need a Latin American team. They need a Europe team to just make sure everything is being run smoothly. Products are being divvied out the way it's supposed to. Scalping's at a low. I mean, they're supposed to be teams so they could all report to Bandai and tell them, hey, this is what's going on. This is what we need to do to either make things better or crack down on things that's making it go turn left. All right?
Are having trouble finding new events to attend. So can you tell us a little bit about this?
Yes. First, I want to say a huge thank you. We've been getting a lot of feedbacks from players that weren't being able to join the events because there were not many spots. And yes, we do get those feedbacks, and especially for those events who sell out in 1 or 2 minutes, that's definitely something we have to work on. And yes, for the regional events, we would definitely try to increase the amounts of spots.
Okay.
Yes.
That's it?
And for especially, we've had feedbacks that people prefer more of the offline events than the online events. So we will try to definitely focus on those.
I mean, that makes more sense. So people that are very out of the way could do it. I just don't like it because it's always Saturday and Sunday. I tend to work those days, so I have to the regional I'm going to be doing. I have to take off to do that regional. So I mean, that's a personal thing. Who cares about me?
So
2024.
we can look forward to more capacity and for more events in the future.
Yes.
Awesome. So can you tell us anything? I mean, that's great for the people that are able to travel to those events, but I know regional
Said offline.
can be very far for a lot of players to get to.
I mean, more online.
More ways for those players to attend events, or more of a local scene coming forward.
Yes. Unfortunately, it's true that event locations have missed some areas, making it hard for people to actually travel there. We're planning on testing out a new type of tournament format.
Okay.
Bridging the gap between local events and offline regionals. So
Okay.
these test events, we would like to call them the store regionals.
Oh, cool. So I assume a lot of people will think they're involved with stores. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Yes. We would like to test the structure starting in North America. So how this would be done is select stores will begin holding these store regionals beginning
In their store or outside the store?
So
Or it's up to them?
will have pricing similar to the standard regionals, and
They're talking a lot about regionals. Pilot this for the treasure cups. Just pilot it there. Regionals take care of next year. Just do the treasure cups first, because I'm not sure where this fits in. Works for the treasure cups, then you do it for the regionals. Come on now.
tournaments, which includes invites as well.
Oh, so people playing at these regionals will be able to get an invite to
they could try out. And
So the only thing with this is that, again, the communication part between the stores and the Bandai team. I see that getting fudged up.
hopefully, if it goes really well, we could try to do it in other regions too. So yes, so for these events, stores representatives can start applying at the beginning of April. So please wait a little longer for more information.
So stores will.
Oh, so stores are gonna compete for this?
Be able to be eligible to hold these events.
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be a test, so your initial wave of stores is going to be a little bit smaller
Yes.
than what you'd like to do in the future.
So,
Okay.
yeah, we're trying to
So, yeah.
make it bigger and
Yeah,
bigger.
yeah, yeah. Awesome.
Before anyone feels forgotten, especially us in North America, I would like to add that there will be also store treasure cups
There we go.
being
Okay.
planned for stores in all regions.
Can you tell us a little
There we
bit?
go.
Yes, these are being planned for September, so please wait for more details. And I hope
So again, I'm just speaking off the top of my head. Do the treasure cups for the stores and have regionals. I'm telling you, just have more treasure cups. Then divide that in half. Then have this. So if you have 10 treasure cups, you have 5 regionals. Come on now, let the stores do the treasure cups. Then accommodate the bigger spaces for the regionals. Come on now, I'm brilliant.
our aim for store treasure cup is making the events more accessible, so they'll be at mini stores as much as possible.
No doubt. See, yeah, that's how it goes.
Regions, and we'll try to have luxurious prizes.
So again, I stop it at the prizes. Can Bandai supply this amount of new stuff? That's what I don't have faith in Bandai when it comes to printing, because they don't have faith in themselves in printing.
Just like in the treasure cup.
Awesome. So it's like a great way to make sure that not only casual players but hardcore players like have another way to get together.
There are no casual players in One Piece right now. Casual players, they are far between. We got more casual hardcore and hardcore. I myself, I'm a hardcore loser. So I just can't get down as much as the hardcore people, but I like to get down. All right, people. So it's the next day, and going over the footage so I could post it to YouTube. It got corrupted. Right up until the point I stopped the video. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna proceed to the next question, and hopefully what I say is not what I repeated already. All right? And hopefully I remember what I said, but I didn't watch it back. I don't feel like it. I'm just gonna put this together and put it out there, all right? So without further ado, let's get this going. And I downloaded the video, so just to make sure nothing happened. So I got it over here. Boop, boop, boop. Let's make this big. And let's continue. Hopefully you can hear it. If not, oh well.
There have been issues with tournament pairing systems from previous regionals as well as card fests. Will there be
Yes.
better systems in place for improving tournament player experience?
Yes, I think this
Wait, is this out of whack? Okay, just that short. All right, so before they answer the question, I'm going to answer this question. Even though I saw this already, in a previous video, I said that since Card Fest that happened here in North America, in California, the first thing I said is that Bandai is not going to take responsibility how that tournament went, because the tournament organizers used a third-party app to do the pairings. But the thing is, I came to the event wanting to use the Bandai app, because if the Bandai app messed up, we could put pressure on Bandai to get things right? But now, since you're using Best Coast pairing, it's like plausible deniability. Deniability is how you say it? Plausible deniability? Bandai's like, yeah, that was them. They used that app. They should have used ours. Don't know why they didn't, right? So, right, I said that in my previous video of my experience at Card Fest, and I know they're gonna talk about it now. So, my solution to this is for Bandai to make their app the standard. Just make it the standard. Just say every regional, treasure cup, whatever. Make that app the standard so it can be stress test to where when it comes to big events, all right, there's been enough updates. They know the pitfalls. They know the positives. They know how the app works. So it's a better experience for everyone, right? So I know there's RK9, which I heard is good at pairing. There's Best Coast pairings, and I bet there might be a third one. If we're all using different things, then there's too many third parties getting involved where it excuses Bandai's involvement, right? We need Bandai to be directly involved. So when something screws up, Bandai's okay, this part of the experience is messed up. We control that. We can update that, right? So that's the first thing they need to do. They need to just make everything equal, take out all the third-party apps, make it Bandai only, make that experience as best as they can, and keep continuing to make that better. And all this is pretty much solved, right? Because Bandai has the money. Instead of going through, we'll say, core TCG, and if something happens with RK9, it's like Bandai, core TCG, then RK9. You know, too many talking heads. So back to my other point, have regional staff, again, North America, Latin America, Europe, and Asia, so they understand what's going on, so they could give that feedback straight to the big wigs.
Was about the North America finals that was run in January.
Yeah.
Yes, and I want to apologize for the participants in North America as Bandai.
She's Bandai.
Since there was some delays occurred in the tournament. Fortunately, the system RTO used was not able to handle the round buy system.
So that's standard company stuff, right? If it's outside the company, hey, it wasn't us, but we can make it, you know what I mean? So I understand that response, but that we have to put pressure on Bandai to say, hey, let this be the standard, let everyone use the standard, and let's make the standard better.
And that was the main reason caused the delay. So after reflecting this and hearing from many players that they would
no more
prefer
subtitles,
the
sorry.
system rather than the round buy, we would like to we decided to do in 2024 to make not to use the round buys, but just make the North America Championship Finals a complete invite. So
and this is the invite thing I understand, but it's the wrong solution to the problem that they had, right? So she's talking about it was a bad experience because of the round buys and all that stuff. Again, if it was on the Bandai app, they would have figured that out and say, okay, we're gonna keep this system. We just improved it on our end. But instead, they're putting a kind of a Band-Aid on the problem and say, you know what? This was the specific issue on that third party's app. So the way we're gonna work around that is we're doing an invite only, which it is what it is, right? It is what it is, but it's not the solution to the problem at hand, right? If we had Best Coast parents here, we could have, put our foot on their throat and say, hey, what the hell happened? How come you can't implement this system of round buys into your system?
We definitely invite to participate in the...
And I ain't getting no invite, so I won't be at Carfest next year. My stinking ass won't be there.
So that will be, I think in that way, it will be more smooth for the tournament.
Okay,
See?
and you get those invites by participating in those store regionals or normal
regionals.
Okay, and that's just
so regionals, right? Not store regionals. It's regionals, right? In store. So you have in-store, offline, online. Boom.
For North America right now.
Yes, and for the other regions, we're still working out our way to make it possible, but not currently right now. But we'll get there definitely.
So it's definitely reassuring to hear that those issues are just being worked on, and that people are
worked around on, not worked on, worked around.
We're gonna have a better experience, hopefully, moving forward.
Yes.
Again, third party, hopefully. See how that's that company talk. You gotta say hopefully this and that. They're saying, you know what? We take responsibility. We're gonna make it better. Now, hopefully they get it.
That's right. We want to provide everyone with the best experience for playing this One Piece card game and with the events. So be sure to come join in.
Everybody's in. Joining in that's the hard part.
Okay, so next question. How will you tackle next year's Bandai World Tour?
Details are.
Yo, they're pressing her. Like, damn it. Let's talk about product. So, again, I appreciate that she's answering as honestly as she can. But these are the questions are more towards her than the product itself, because we gotta skip the Malou answer for reprints. So
Are not finalized, so not sure if it will be like a tour, but tour form. But we are planning.
and honestly, it doesn't have. I know they did. The tour as is in different stops. Just call it nationals. Nationals there. Nationals there. Nationals there. Worlds here. Like, you don't have to call it a tour. Just say these are the events that's taking place. I think they did that just to hype it up. But
To hold the
things happen.
Bandai Card Games Fest next year season as well.
Okay.
And that being said, that we do have the plans for next year's Champions season, so please take a look. First, for the
All right,
North
so
America and EU, which will have a huge number of
pretty much
players
what we did last year.
finals
Same thing.
this season.
They're just adding the store
Two
championships.
opportunities to qualify.
Well,
Yes, so as
so here they don't have the. I'm assuming store championship is the in-store regionals. No, I'm not sure, because the store championships is just the store championships. I'm not sure if that's still a invite to Worlds now, because they honestly need 4. Because this was last year, I believe. Online, offline, store championship, then in-store regionals. So I think they need a 4th. Based on what she said, unless the store championship is that, and we're not having the regular store championship where we got that Luffy and Kid card.
so we're trying to increase the chances for people to being able to join.
So does that mean there's going to be more players at Worlds this year compared to last year?
Yes, we don't have the exact numbers, but
So when I first watched this video, I was wondering how they're gonna have more players if it's invite only. And looking at the site now, it's top 4 from each event that gets the invite. So that to me sounds like a smaller event, depending on how many regionals can make it. Because I'm not sure if Treasure Cups can make it, but it sounds smaller. So it depends on how many to do. So it ain't gonna be like a 2,000 person event if they're doing top 4. And say if the top 4, there's reoccurrences, and they might take the 5th or 6th or whatever. But it sounds smaller. But hey, I'm bad with numbers.
since we're increasing the capacity so much, and also there's going to be 2 finals for North America and Europe, there will be definitely an increase in the World Finals invitees.
Awesome.
Yes.
So if we saw that there's 2 finals, right? So that means if you make it on the first one, you have a buy into Worlds, and the second one, you have to do both to get to Worlds. So
I'm sure a lot of people.
more clarification we need. I need.
Now, specifically in regards to Card Fest, in addition of having North America this year, we would like to plan one Card Fest in Europe for next season.
Oh, awesome! So it's going to be the first Card Fest in Europe.
Yes. So I hope everyone will look forward to it, and we will pass the details when it comes to us.
And that's just going to be once at the end of the year-ish?
We're still, it will be definitely in the end of the year, but we don't know which month it will become.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Some
most likely
time
January,
at the end of the year.
right?
next year kind of idea. Okay, awesome. So for our next question, we actually got some of the players from the World Finals to ask
Okay.
a couple of questions for you guys.
As they're doing this, I'm
And
gonna
we
check
have
that this is
some,
still recording.
clips
So
from the event,
give me a
so
second.
Let's take a look.
As this plays, we're still good. We're still good. All right,
After a year of
we're gonna forward this.
the world is casting in all over Japan and in America.
Nothing informative.
See, like, the entire world. All
So
over
this
the
part,
country.
I hope that the finalists ask some really hard-hitting questions about reprints. Reprints and bigger capacities and things like that. But it's gonna be fluff questions. Fluff questions.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
So good.
I dreamed every night that players from all over the world battle each other in one place. I was really glad to see the top 4 players will all from different regions.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was amazing.
it was
It
really
was
incredible.
See, this would be like no knock to them, but this would be dope if they had this for each region. Each region had their there are 3 members. One that represents Bandai, the whatever, one that represents the products, and one just, the official commentator for the region. So it's easier for them to communicate what they can and can't say kind of thing. So no knock to them, but they're great for the Japanese one, right? That there are 3, you look for them, they got the answers, right? Or they got the announcements. Again, Latin America, the North America, and Europe have these set of people, different people for them. So we know that when they talk and it's in their respective region, we quote unquote listen, right?
Yeah, because like, and it's not even like they were close together, right? It was all different. Like, I mean, we had 2 English-speaking regions, but like Malaysia, while they speak English, is completely different, like culturally, and then Japan also just completely different.
Let's get to the question.
From EU, Ray Zero.
A question I have for the development team, I guess for designers, is how do they choose the prize cards? Because sometimes they pick really good ones, like playable, like admirals are really good.
And sometimes they have bad ones.
Purple Law and the Red Luffy.
So that is a great question, because if they're reprints, then they're reprints, right? Cool. But when you have a card like the Bartolomeo one, you have Jinbei, where it's like, damn, it's actually good in a deck. Now you got to hunt for another 3, or if you get lucky, 1. So that is a legit question.
I have several criteria for selection.
Okay.
Yes, criteria.
So we take into account the following in making our decision. The first one is the cards that are likely to be used in this meta.
Okay.
The second one is characters that are currently taking a forward role.
See, what they should do, I think they did this, so what they continue to do, say if you have like the Jinbei, the Bartolomeo that you only get stamped at a regional treasure cup, whatever, right? Promo, whatever. After, when the next volume comes out, so right now you can't get the Jinbei, you can't get the Bartolomeo, put those on pre-order on the premium Bandai site. Boom. Issue solved, right? Instead of you hunting down on a TCG player, just make a print run on premium Bandai, unstamped, and you're good.
In manga and anime. The third one is characters that are currently popular.
Just popular in general. Yeah.
Like the Monkey D. Luffy one.
So like, I know currently we're in Egghead, so you're more likely to get something like Kuma or Bonnie, for example.
Exactly, yes.
But you want to make sure that it's also actually like played in decks.
Yes. So the first thing we do is
I'm not sure about that, right? Because there's some cards right now that's in there. It's like they're just popular characters. I get that, but well, yeah, I understand. Okay. I'm thinking in my head, like, when you hear brand new, he's not popular in the anime, but he's popular in the game. Shirahoshi, I mean, I guess she's a girl. Tashigi. Okay.
Still from perspective of players and collectors, whether it is a card we are happy to receive at the time. And then
so he keeps mentioning collectors. We're talking about collectors for value point, or collectors that want the card?
we incorporate in-demand characters and text.
Awesome. So there might be some different cards. I cannot probably not say that, so I'm not gonna say that.
I cannot say that.
Okay.
We can assume, right?
Next question we have from the third place in the World Championships, Clyde.
Yeah, I guess one big thing is like, what would it take to get this kind of production in every region, like in North America, in Europe?
I got the answer. I've been saying it. Every region has their staff, right? Japan has it locked down when it comes to production, when it comes to presentation, when it comes to, well, I assume the event itself. Japan got it locked down, right? Because I think this is just a bigger turnout for it. We just need that thing. Well, the thing is, I don't know if we could have that multiple times in each region, but if there's a stand, I'm telling you, send those representatives, have them in those regions so they could set the standard for Bandai. It's like, okay, you want to host this 2,000 blah, 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 2,000 person blah, blah, blah. Okay, good. You have to use this. You have to use that. We have to ship it to you. All right? use this. This is the production. We expect you to have this in set at the tournament, right? We expect this visually. It has to look good. So get it together, right? They can make those type of demands, or Bandai themselves, like, all right, team. They get a team, hire contractors to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Instead of working with the TL, just Bandai app. TOs, you do the vendoring, and just handle it yourself, right? Because I'm not sure if, comment below if there are TOs for these Japanese, what's it called? Streams. Let me know.
Yes, I guess this is about the Card Fest, and
She's like, damn it, stop talking about Card Fest. No, but it's every event in North America. I'm not sure about the other regions, but it's like they put in the hall, that's it. It's like, I understand it. I mean, if you want to pizzazz it out, the price has to go up, but this thing has been selling. It's like, yo, get it together.
I guess it's similar to the questions we received earlier. But this year, in addition of holding the Card Fest World's final in Japan, we also held the Card Fest in North America and also in several places in Asia.
See, now it's see how that's company talk, right? So it's like, what we do, we got that, right? Card Fest is what we're responsible for, and we failed that. So we'll do better, right? See how you have to take accountability for that. But when it comes to the other ones, it's like, well, that's on them, and we have no standard set for them. Let them figure it out themselves. But what we did here, we could make the arena better and have better show out. So again, staff, make it a Bandai standard thing. Goes up. Everything's up from there.
Next season, we are planning to hold European Card Fest as well.
See?
And we intend to continue growing the Card Fest, the bubble. So we're looking forward to meeting many more players around the world.
Yeah, so hopefully it can get bigger and bigger and eventually get to those other regions that we haven't gotten to yet.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that is all the time we have today for the question corner. Thank you everybody for submitting your questions. I know everyone is loving the One Piece card game, and I know we love the One Piece card game, and we all want to work together to just make this the best game that it can possibly be.
So, be assured we read all of the questions and requests, and we'll make use of those in making future products even better.
And we also see your comments on social media.
I bet on this video right now, right? This video is coming out later, and I'm watching it again. You're gonna see comments about reprints. Not this video, but the official video reprints. And I will link that below, the official Bandai video to this, because I am doing a reaction, but I'm not sure how this taking credit stuff works.
We'll do our best to keep planning lots of more fun events for you to play in.
So today we were able to share a bunch of new information about the One Piece card game, and it's definitely so much fun to see how it's going to evolve in the future. But before we finish, I just want to ask you a special question for me personally. What is a word that sums up one?
I don't think we need to see this. Boop, 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 boop.
Me, the one.
I wish I could do that kind of writing.
All about dreams.
Okay, you don't need no information, treasure.
Like one of the keywords in One Piece.
Okay, I have to sign for my boss. What?
Ways you shoot, and they're really happy that someone who's. Before we go, is there any final comments that you two have for our viewers? Let's start with Kelly.
Yeah.
So Kelly, she's the one we want to talk to about getting things better as far as tournaments. We have to direct our energy to her.
Thank you so much.
Now, Shun, anything to say to our players before we leave?
And Shun, we have to keep our foot on his neck for reprints.
Thank you for watching this, guys. Again,
how much time we got
it's my
left?
Pleasure to work for One Piece.
27 seconds. We should be good.
Comments. I just want to thank.
We're good. Alrighty, that's the video. Let's bring it back to me. So yeah, I mean, they danced around. Well, especially the product one, they danced around what we want to know. We want to know when reprints are coming, right? When they're coming, how they're coming. We need to know, why is it so hard to get in this game? What are they doing, right? We need direct questions to them, but can't You can't win them all. We can't win none of them. So it's good to hear about the Bandai stuff, the Bandai Fest stuff. But again, if Bandai just has a standard that every TO has to meet, solve that, right? Print and cards, you need some reprints. That's it. And flood it. Might as well just flood it until it becomes a tame beast, right? But other than that, Oliver Williams, a 2-part video watching experience. I'll catch you in the next one. All right? Video will be out later today. Peace.